it really put me in a place of a like wildness when I look and see things that like how people are here supporting other people that don't support them, and you know they ain't never supported them, ain't never been in that corner or anything, and they can care less if they ever see you again. But them the main people that the people that you love, support, and you know, raffle after, like they'll post and to give shout outs on social media to these people, and these people not even in their everyday life, and these people don't even, they could tell them happy birthday, I love you, and they won't even, they'll say thank you and not even tell them they love them back. And that's the type of people that they want in their life. But you got the other type of people that's there for them 100%, got their back, you know, make sure they call and check in on you, make sure things are transpiring in the right way, make sure that you don't need anything and so forth. And them be the people that they you know, least respect. Them be the people that they don't shout out. Them be the people that they keep in the background. But all along, those are the same people that support you, that's got your back, that's you know, making sure you're okay, that helping you know, get to the next step in your life with no struggle. And then you realize, like, damn, you know, I've done all these things and been here for these people, and you know, when it come time for them to show up for me, no one shows up for me. No one shows up for the things that I, you know, like the things that I do, things that I encounter, or nonetheless. But in the same sense, these same people rooting after these people that don't give a damn about them. And to me, it's just bizarre, because it's like, why do you keep on trying to, you know, build a relationship with these people, or, you know, these certain group of people, and they don't even acknowledge you? Like, how do you not see that? I'm not the only one that's on the outside looking in, saying like, hey, you supporting these people, and these people don't give a shit about you. But then the ones that's rooting for you in the background, you keep them low key. But that's what happens so much in life. You could see, you could be here for somebody. You could do the most for somebody. You can be at their every beck and call, and they will never speak of you in a higher manner. But then you have somebody that'll come and do something for you that's so small, not even big enough to talk about, really. But you put these people on a pedestal, and I look at it like, damn, that's the way you rock. That's the way you roll. And that's the reason why I step back and be who I am, and get out of the situations I'm in, because I'd rather not be in a mix of situations where people's not giving true love. I don't deal with people that don't offer true love. These people are not loving truthfully. Like I said, they'll make you feel like that you're not doing anything, in the fact that you're doing the most, but they won't never put you on that pedestal. They won't never put you up front. They won't never let the world know that you've done this and been there for them in their time of need. They won't ever do that. But the same people that give them little to nothing, they would praise these people like they done gave them the world. And it's not all about what somebody gives to you. It's about, for me, it's about how somebody is with me, how somebody support me, how somebody show up for me, how somebody be there for me. It's not all about, oh, I'm going to invite you here because I feel like I got to. I'm gonna do these things because I feel like I got to. No, you ever been in a situation like that with family? You know, people don't invite you to places and stuff until the last minute. And they do these things because they feel like they have to. They feel like they're obligated to let you know. And they hope that you don't show up in the end, because, you know, these people not inviting you and, you know, bringing you on because they want to. They doing these things because they feel like they have to in families. But I just want to bring that message, guys, to say, like, I see that a whole lot with people that have people in their corner that's doing everything for them, but you won't never hear nobody talk about it. You won't never hear them say, I thank you and I appreciate you. You won't never hear them say, you know, thank you for showing up for me. Thank you for having my back. You won't never hear these people say these things, but you will hear them brag and put these other people on pedestals that haven't done much of nothing. You can be here for somebody, and you can say, for instance, you can make somebody bill for them for the month. You can pay all their bills for the month. And somebody can step in and bring them a hot pocket. Just throwing something out there. And they will praise them people. You could pay the light bill, the rent, the car note, the insurance company, the, you know, life insurance, all those things. You could do that one thing. You can do that for 1 month in a person's life, and you can have another person, individual, that's not so great of these people, and you can have them bring you a hot pocket from the microwave. Didn't even oven toast it. Put it in a microwave and bring it to you, and you're going to praise them people more than you would ever thank for those people that did the most for you. I'm not understanding people, but I understand people wholeheartedly, but I don't get the concept of how people operate. I don't respect people, how they roll, and I don't respect the people that's on the other end of these things, that shout these people out. I'm not saying that, you know, you have to come full force and do so much for a person to get some attention, because the last thing I'm trying to do is bring attention to myself. When I do for people, nobody ever know. If they don't tell nobody, nobody ever know. So it's not for show for me. It's for appreciation. And a lot of these people are not appreciating the things that people do for them. A lot of these people are not appreciating the people that's in their life. A lot of these people are looking for the people that's never going to show up to show up. And they're never going to show up. But them the same ones that they're going to call, they're going to hassle, they're going to talk good about, they're going to put on the pedestal and make you feel like you ain't even nothing. But the people that's sitting right there in your face, you missing them. You can't even understand what's going on with them. You can't even respect them enough to let them know that you respect them while they're there, by not being on the phone and entertaining other people that's not even there. You'll be in a situation with somebody when they need you the most. You'll be right there in their presence trying to make them a better person. And they'll be on the phone calling people that don't give a damn about them. People are so twisted in life. People are so, like, they have you baffled. Like, damn, that's the way you roll? But I just want to bring that message, guys, because it's a lot of those things that's happening. You can be there for people. You can bend over backwards for people. And they would not bring you a front. They would not. They'll keep you in the background hidden. Not until you walk away completely from these people that they realize that they actually lost somebody. But it takes a lot for people like myself to walk away from people that's in need, because I don't get off seeing people hurt and suffer. That's one of my biggest gifts and blessings, for me to be able to be there for people when they need me the most, with no strings attached. Nobody ever have to know the things that I did for you. Nobody ever have to know the things that I you know, the way I paid for you. Nobody would never know those things unless you share with someone. Because guess what? I'm not in a business of trying to make myself look good in other people's light. God know who I am. That's the only person that I need to understand who I am. God know my heart. God know where my heart was when I did the things that I did in situations that I've been in situations that I've encountered. But see, people don't understand that when you got something good, you must hold on to it, because it's not guaranteed that it's going to always be around. Because when people feel unappreciated, eventually they walk away. Eventually they leave the source altogether. And then you wondering where these people are. You wondering how many times that you're going to, you know, have to call on to these people before they show up. And then you realize, damn, I lost a good thing. The people that I was running after, they didn't want to be held on to. The people that I was hoping, you know, that come through for me, them the ones that never showed up. And y'all don't understand those things that what I'm saying when I say these things, because you thinking like, oh, you think you got to have somebody to, you know, shout you out when you do things. Baby, I don't even shout myself out when I do things for people. I do so much for people on a day-to-day basis. People wouldn't believe me. I don't talk about it. I don't brag about it. I don't do any of those things. Only thing I do is show up for God. My healer, my supporter, my God, my person. That's who I show up for. I can care less about what a human being on this planet Earth has to say about me, of me, towards me. None of that. Because at the end of the day, I know who I am. I know where's my heart located, and I have a soul. God sent me here for this. God chose me to be this person. So when I say these things, I'm not saying that I want somebody to root me on or shout me out. It don't matter. But what I am saying is you people confused in life. You would shout people out that ain't had nothing to do with you in the last 3 years. You go on social media and shout these people out, happy birthday, I love you, you're the best. You know, put this long post about these people, and they ain't been in your life so long, and they can care less if you even ever made a post about them. And then you tell them I love you at the end. The only thing they tell you back is thank you. But the people you rock with your whole life, you don't have nothing for them. You won't even say, hey, happy birthday. You know, good job. I'm glad that you're, you know, still on your rise of being everything that you think you should be. You don't have that from people that so-called love you, that so-called have your back. But you can go stroll down social media and you can see all these people shouting out these people that they don't even have a relationship with. And it's very bizarre to me. That's why I try to stay myself completely away from these social media sites. Because I'm not intrigued by these people. It's like an everyday cycle of these people just doing the most just for attention. Just to be heard, just to be seen. Just to be looked at like you're somebody. In all actuality, you're nobody. You're nobody to these people. They can care less. They don't invite you to anything. They don't engage you in anything. They don't put you in anything. None of those things transpire with these people. And you still sit there and make it seem as if that you was a part of their life. Y'all are foolish. It ain't no way I'm finna shout people out and make people feel abundance when they don't give me, they don't even offer me a smile on my face, on their face. So I just came to bring this message to say, stop putting all your eggs in the bucket for people that don't have nothing in the bucket for you. Stop giving your all to these people that can't do anything for you besides walk past you as if they didn't know you. I remember one day growing up in, and I remember, I never forget this. I was going to my grandfather's funeral. And I went to hug someone. I'm not going to bring up any names or say anything. But if they see this video, they know exactly who I'm talking about. But I went to hug a specific person that I thought that was family. And this particular person literally pulled away. This is a different person that I was talking about in a video before. Because I had a sibling that treated me unfairly in a video that I talked about before. But this is a whole different person. And in this particular setting, we walked in the building, in the funeral, Philadelphia church to be exact, for my grandfather. My wonderful grandfather, because he was a great grandfather to me. And rest in peace, Papa. And this particular person, I went to reach for them, and they totally turned their back on me. And their whole funeral, I felt like I wanted to get up and shout, run away, do all those things. And in the midst of them, my grandfather was having his sermon, having his, oh Lord, in the mix of these things, I got up in the mix of my grandfather's funeral. I had to stand up. I had to release something. I don't know what it was. It just, I had to stand up and just release it, because I had felt so heavy in the inside for these people, you know, treating me like this. Like, what did I do to you? What did I do to you? And I went right up to the next person, and they embraced me. And this person was the spouse of this other person. And they embraced me. And upon them embracing me, the person that turned their back on me looked at the person that was embracing me like, who told you to hug her? And ever since that day, I always felt some type of way. and made me feel like I was like trash at that moment. But at this moment in my life, I feel like they was only unhappy with themselves. They was only putting off what they feel about themselves onto me. And I didn't realize that until some years later, that's what was happening. It wasn't me, it was them. But I just want to bring that message just to say that it's people out here that literally will mistreat you and look at you as if you was nothing, because they are empty in the inside. They are nothing in the inside. They don't want to be a part of what you got going on because they feel like you in a better league than they are. So what I said that to say this. In situations like that, you don't forget those things. You don't forget how people made you feel. Because I know for a fact, anywhere I go, I shine bright like a diamond. And I'm not bragging on myself. But anywhere I go, I can make conversation with anybody. I can talk to anybody. And I can make anybody feel like they're on top of the world where they belong. I don't care how low they are. And in a situation and in a setting you give me, that's my gift. I can make nothing out of something. You best believe that. And I want to say these things. I brought all these things up just to say. And the mix of all these things that's going on with somebody in the inside, just remember, it's not you, it's them. When people don't praise you or shout you out like the way you think they should, it's not you, it's them. They're afraid to put any attention on you. Afraid that you're going to outdo them. But people don't realize when you're God's children, you don't have to wait on somebody else to acknowledge you. God already know who you are. He sent you on that path. He sent you to do those things that you're doing. Those things that people are rejecting you from. He sent you to do those. Do those things. Keep on your path. Everybody's not going to like you. Everybody's not going to love you. Everybody's not going to see what you see. Everybody's not going to think how you think. Everybody's not going to like you. And it's perfectly fine. In life, you cannot wait around on other people to like you and be you and root you on. You have to root yourself on. You got to be your own audience. You got to do your own thing. You got to clap for yourself. You got to pat your own self on the back. You got to get your own self out of those struggles that you're in. You got to do these things for yourself, because the longer you wait on somebody else to do it, the way it'll never get done. It'll never get done. The longer you wait on somebody else to do things for you, to lift you up, to smile for you, to pat you on your back, to celebrate you, you'll be waiting for a lifetime. So you have to celebrate yourself in situations, because you'll be waiting on people to do for you what they'll never do, what they never thought about doing, because they don't want you to outshine them. But I just want to bring that message, guys. I'm getting too deep off in this conversation. But I just want to bring that message, guys, and let you all know that you don't have to sit in nobody else's sorrow. When people feel, if you walk up to somebody and they want to, and you want to give them a hug and they turn their other shoulder, remember, it's not you, guys, it's them. And when you telling people you love them and praising these people and they don't tell you back, it's not you, it's them. But understand that you're praising the wrong people. Get your set of people. Love the ones who love you, and leave the ones alone that don't even show up for you. And I just want to bring that message, guys, to let you all know, and to pertaining to the fact that, you know, everybody's not going to be here for you. Everybody's not going to root you on. But as long as you remember to root yourself on, you'll win every time. And I just want to bring that message, guys. I'm going to let you all go. It's kosher.